Alright guys, welcome back to the Football Manager Scotland Road to World Cup Glory. A lot of things have changed since the last episode. This is episode 10. The big 10, the big 1-0. Now you can see that we are taking on Armenia in our next game in 77 days. And why is that? Well, it's because the draw for the European Championships qualifying section was made. We were drawn in Group G, but somehow, surprisingly, I was on holiday when the draw was made, so I didn't even get to watch the draw live. I come back from holiday, and I just seen the group that we were put into, and honestly, I think there's been a fuck-up. I think FIFA have messed things up, and the reason I say that is because let's look at the group. Armenia, Croatia, Georgia, Latvia, Liechtenstein, and Scotland. What the fuck? I mean, how? How is this the group? I don't understand how this is the group. I mean, I think we were ranked, 53rd? And then the next highest ranked team, I believe, is Georgia. And they're ranked 86th. We were actually second seeds for this. And how? I just don't know. I mean, it's probably the best group we could have hoped for now. I think... I'm not sure how many teams go through, if I'm being honest. I mean, how many groups is there? There's, 10 groups? No, wait, there's more than 10 groups. There's, 12 groups? No, I think there's 10. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. So what is there? There is 10 groups. There's 10 groups. If the top teams go through, that would be 10. And then, I don't know. I think the top 2 go through. I am convinced, I can't really remember exactly, but I'm pretty sure in the European Championships qualifications, with the Euros now being expanded to 24 teams, I think the top 2 teams from the group stages automatically qualify. So all that means is, if my calculations are correct, all we need to do to qualify for the Euros is finish ahead of... I'm taking Croatia out of the way. They're the top seeds. I'm taking them out of the equation. All we have to do is finish ahead of Armenia, Georgia, Latvia, and Liechtenstein. If we cannot do that, even Scotland can't fuck that up. If we cannot finish above those 4 teams, then I may as well go and re-sign. But speaking of signing, let's have a look at who a couple of new additions to this Scotland, what do you call them? Scotland squad, Scotland staff, Scotland team, Scotland setup. Let's have a look at the Scotland setup, because I had made a couple of changes. Goalkeeping coach, we brought in Craig Gordon. I mean, why would you not bring in Craig Gordon? He wasn't really doing anything, and I thought, you know what, I will snap Craig Gordon right up. So he's going to be the goalkeeping coach for Scotland going forward. 40 years old, still looking like a sexy bastard, so brilliant. Craig Gordon is now a part of the Scotland setup, and as an assistant manager, Barry Ferguson. Yes, you might be thinking, why Barry Ferguson? Well, if I'm being honest, he wasn't my first choice. He wasn't my second choice. I don't even think he was my 3rd or 4th choice, honestly. I think he was like the 6th or 7th. A lot of people refused this job. And when I say a lot of people, I mean a lot of people. First of all, I tried to get Stephen Pressley. He said no. Tried to get Robbie Nielsen, who was unemployed. He said no. I tried to get Roy Keane. Yeah, I was willing to go with someone non-Scottish. He said no. I tried to get David Martindale. He said no. There was somebody else I tried to get. Someone, I cannot remember who it was. Paul Hartley. He said no. There was a lot of players, a lot of former Scotland players that I couldn't get. So I had to settle for Barry Ferguson. I don't mean settle in a bad way, because I think Barry Ferguson as a manager has been doing okay, but we'll see how he can do as an assistant manager. Like I said last time, I wanted to change things up. I think Craig Gordon as the goalkeeping coach just makes sense, because he has been the best goalkeeper Scotland's produced over the last 2 decades, so, I mean, that all makes sense. And then Barry Ferguson, 44 years old. We got rid of John Carver. Like I said, we're going in a different direction. Like I said, going forward, we are going with a youth setup. So, yeah, Ferguson's in. John Carver's out, and we'll see if this brings us success. And in terms of the World Cup in Qatar, we're going to look at who won it, but as for the holders, should I say the hosts, Qatar, they didn't do very well, although they did pick up a point against New Zealand, which is not a bad result for them, albeit technically had home advantage. Group A, Germany and Turkey went through. I think you would have expected that. Group B was pretty tough, but the two best teams from that did go through, Argentina and Portugal. Pretty surprised to see South Korea end up with no points. Group C, we had France, Algeria go through, Jamaica in third, and surprisingly Croatia last in the group, which to me was a shocker. They got draws against Algeria and France, and surely Croatia thought that all they had to do was turn up and beat Jamaica to book their place in the last 16. They couldn't do it. Group D, pretty tough, but it's Italy and USA going through. Group E, seen Mexico and Uruguay go through, Japan and Ghana going out again. Pretty evenly matched group there. Group F, what a surprise that is. Brazil coming home with just 1 point after 3 games. A draw against top of the table Switzerland. Brazil losing to both Poland and Australia. And it was Switzerland and Poland that went through. Group G, seen England and Denmark go through. Chile didn't make it, and Congo were just adding up the numbers to be fair, but Congo did get a 0-0 draw against Chile. And in Group H, it was Colombia and Spain just about edging out Belgium, with Saudi Arabia being the whipping boys in that group. They lost 5-1, 4-0 and 3-0 respectively. Belgium, very unlucky to go out in that group. They had 5 points. They just went out in goal difference. They had +3, whereas Colombia and Spain had +4. It's mad. They all beat Saudi Arabia, and then they all drew with each other, so just Belgium beating Saudi Arabia by 1 less goal than the other 2 teams in that group was the difference maker. We then move into the second round. No major upsets here, with England beating Spain in extra time. I mean, you look at these results, there's nothing. Well, I mean, USA beat France, that's a big upset. Turkey beating Argentina is a little bit of an upset. But, I mean, overall, nothing major there, apart from really, I think, USA knocking out France. That was not expected. Then we move into the quarterfinals. Italy beat Portugal. Turkey knocked out USA. Denmark beat Mexico. And England beat Switzerland in extra time. You're looking at this, Italy, Turkey, Denmark and England, and I think you can already fear that perhaps England could go on and win this. I mean, but thankfully, they got Italy in the semis, and Italy knocked them out. Denmark beat Turkey on penalties, and then third place final, England smashed Turkey, unfortunately, 4-0. And then the final of the World Cup, it was Italy 2, Denmark 1. So, yeah, Italy are your new World Cup holders. It's mad because in real life they've failed to qualify for 2 successive World Cups, but in this they are the champions. So, good for Italy. Hopefully we'll be in the next World Cup, but before we focus on the next World Cup, we need to focus on the next Euros. So we're going to go on holiday again, and we're going to come back for the Armenia game. In terms of European competitions, nothing really happened. PSG won the Champions League. Doesn't affect us. Of course, we are trying to get to the 50 points. That is the whole aim of the series. We haven't got anything yet. There was a rule that if a Scottish player wins like a European Championship, then he gets like a half a point, but unfortunately no Scottish players play for PSG, so we get no points. Although, for the Europa League, Liverpool did go on to beat Shakhtar Donetsk in the final, and Andy Robertson, of course, is a Liverpool player, which means we do get half a point. So 0.5 points will be added to our tally. You can see Robertson played there in the final, and that now means that out of 50, we have got 0.5 points. So at least we're on the board. Andy Robertson winning the Europa League with Liverpool has done us a favour there. So good stuff. First points of the series. Will we get the 50 though? I don't know. We're going to need more than Andy Robertson winning the odd European trophy. That is for sure. Alrighty then, it's time to pick the squad that will play against Armenia and Croatia. Apparently, Gilmour hasn't been playing for Chelsea, and we should drop him, but I can't really drop Billy Gilmour. Just because he's not getting regular game time, I don't think means that he should not be in the squad. So, yeah, no, I ain't gonna be dropping him. Let's have a look then at the Scotland squad. We've got goalkeepers McLaughlin, Sander Clark, and Liam Kelly. I have no real issues with that, so we'll keep them. Grant Hanley, his last 5 games, he's played 1, he's averaging 5.9. I mean, Grant Hanley is gone. Grant Hanley, you are Done. Move to Scotland B, I guess. Okay, you can go to the Scotland B team. Jack Hendry, we're going to keep in there. Scott McKenna. Ryan Porteous, his form has been a little bit poor. I think we'll keep him in the setup for now, though. Got O'Donnell still in there, doing okay. Scott McTominay, I've got to be a man of my word. I never want to see Scott McTominay again. He can move to the B squad. If I'm desperate, maybe one day we'll use him. But yeah, nah, for me, Scott McTominay, it's no happening. Calvin Ramsey, Andy Robertson. Calvin Ramsey, I think, has came on a hell of a lot. You can see now he's valued between 3 and 9 million. Still playing for Aberdeen, which is a bit surprising. The right back option is, it's heating up here. You got O'Donnell, Calvin Ramsey. Nathan Patterson doesn't look to be in here, but we will try and get him in a minute. McGinn, McGregor, Gilmore, Fraser. What's Fraser doing in here? Do we keep Fraser? I don't know. I mean, he's valued at 5.6 million. We'll probably give Fraser another chance. You got Christie, Gold, Nisbet, Dykes, and right, okay. So we need to add some players in then. We probably need Liam Cooper's. It's 31. I don't know, do we drop Liam Cooper? To be fair, I don't think Liam Cooper's doing much at the moment. I may drop Liam Cooper. I will put him to the Scotland B squad. And now we need to bring some players in. So let's look at the national pool. First of all, we'll go in terms of transfer value. So who's not in? Stuart Armstrong I don't have in. You know what? I think we'll move Stuart. Stuart Armstrong is. I'm going to put him in the B team, but I just don't really want to call Stuart Armstrong. I want to call up David Turnbull. I think Turnbull's got potential. I think he should be featuring for Scotland, so we're going to call up David Turnbull. Alan Campbell recently got a call up in real life. Now, I don't know if he is good enough to play for Scotland. I think he's a solid player, but I haven't seen enough of him. I don't know if he's doing a good job at Luton. In terms of rating, he's actually performing no bad. Overall, he's playing like a 7.20. So there may be a chance for us to call up Alan Campbell. Owen Moffat is 21, plays for Celtic. I mean, this guy is pretty much... He's pretty much seen as the next wonder kid. I mean, he is playing regularly for Celtic. 20 appearances. He scored 6 goals. He's averaging a 7.3 rating. This guy is doing a good job. But I don't know if I want to call... I don't know if I want to bring him up. Is he ready for a Scotland call-up? Probably not. He is playing for the Celtic B team, so I don't think we're going to call him up. Flynn Clark's another guy that's got lots of potential, but I don't think he is necessarily ready yet. Stevie Mallon, who's playing for some team in Turkey. Stevie Mallon's stats look great, but I'm not going to bring him up. Nathan Patterson. We're going to put Nathan Patterson in the team. I feel like he should be in there. So let's get Nathan Patterson called up. Many team players do we have in at the moment? Minimum squad size. I think we need another 3 players in. I believe we need 3 more in. Liam Lindsay's not in there. Where's John Suter? John Suter currently playing for Aston Villa. We want to get Suter into the national team, definitely. So let's call him up. Get Suter into the squad. I believe we're looking for one more. One more player. This Mackenzie Cars guy plays for Partick Thistle. He's on loan for Celtic. He seems to have a good value to him. McKinstry, Dykes, Liam Gordon, Oliver Burke. God damn it, don't want to see Oliver Burke back in there. You go down here and you're beginning to get the dregs of society when you get this far down. Johnny Russell. Callum Patterson, 28 years old. Remember him? Wonder if he could still do a job. Jason Cummins, Jesus Christ, is that really the... Anthony Ralston's completely died in this game. I mean, if you look at his value, he has dropped off big time. Right, I think that might be us. Did we select what we needed? How many players? Yeah, we do. So we've got 23 out of 23 players. Let's confirm the squad. And the following 23 players that we have picked for the game against Armenia is Sander Clark, Liam Kelly, John McLaughlin. In defence, we've got Jack Hendry, McKenna, O'Donnell, Patterson, Porteous, Calvin Ramsey, Robertson, Suter, and Tierney. Midfield, we've got Christie, Fraser, Gold, Gilmore, McGinn, McGregor, Turnbull. And up front, we've got Shea Adams, Dykes, Nisbet, and Lawrence Shankland. Already looking at that, I think you can see that we are going for a more youthful movement. We are pushing younger generations through here. So I am happy with that team. But of course, it still needs to do the business. I'll not be happy if we do not beat Armenia. We need to beat Armenia. And I think we should be beating Armenia. Well, it is an away game. I'm not going to lie. It's not going to be an easy win. But I would like to keep a clean sheet and, win by more than just the odd goal. So, yeah, let's get into that Armenia game now. So Scott McTominay's just barged into the dressing room here, and he says, "I was offended by your decision not to pick me." Well, I was offended by how shite you were on the field, mate. So that's pretty much the reason. They can't pick. You haven't been good enough to deserve a call-up. Fair enough. And he just storms out. What a fucking loser. Alright, we just got some news that Sander Clark was out injured. It wasn't a big deal. I just called up Robbie McCrory. Honestly, I expect to probably play Liam Kelly anyway, so I don't think it's a massive deal. But this is a massive deal. Kieran Tierney will unfortunately not be available for the matches against Armenia and Croatia after getting a broken leg. So yeah, a broken leg. Kieran Tierney is likely to be out for 5 months. We need to draft in a replacement. This is fucking horrendous. Let's see. I'm devastated. It looks like I'm here for you, mate. If you want a hug, come and see Summer Scotland 90. But yeah, that's absolutely sick. So now we probably need to draft in a replacement. Oh god. I don't think we've got Aaron Hickey. So I mean, we may bring in Aaron Hickey into the team. Very, very sick there. The fact that he's out. It's just one of those things, very unfortunate. Aaron Hickey is currently in the under-21 squad. We either call him up for the under-21 squad, or we go with Greg Taylor, or there's Josh Doidge as well in the under. I don't think the under-21 side needs both Hickey and Doidge, so I think we're going to call Hickey up and we're going to put Hickey into the squad. To be fair, I probably already should have had Hickey in the squad. That's probably a mistake by me. I think Hickey's definitely should be in the squad going forward, considering I want to push this whole youth movement. But yeah, Kieran Tierney out for 5 months, not good. Alright, so this is how we're going to line up against Armenia. Kelly in nets, a back three of Hendry, McKenna and Suter. I believe that is our best back three going forward. Hopefully it can prove me right. Robertson on the left wing back, Patterson on the right wing back. In the midfield, we've got Callum McGregor in the ball winning midfield role. McGinn's going to play box-to-box midfield, and Christie will play centre mid on attack. And of course, up front, it was difficult. I mean, I was going to go with Shankland, who has scored recently, but I thought, you know what, I think we're going to give Dykes another chance. It's going to be Dykes and Adams up front. I mean, there is goals in this team. Surely there's goals in this team. There's got to be goals in this team. And we'll find out as we move on now to play Armenia in the first game of the European Championship qualifiers. There's the Armenian team. If you notice any of them, then good luck to you, because I certainly don't. I believe Henrik Mkhitaryan has retired, so we won't be seeing him in there. Of course, he was the captain. He was the key player for Armenia, but it looks like he's gone now. Let's see, hands in pockets. We are the favourites here, so go and give the fans, go and give the away Tartan Army a performance to cheer for, because we owe them. We owe them it. We do. After that last campaign and not qualifying for the World Cup, I was horrified. So, you know what, we need to make it right here, and hopefully we can. Again to Robertson. Oh, what a turn for Robertson! Crossed it in. It's going to fall for Cal McGregor. Edge of the box. Goes all the way back to McKenna. McKenna though, nice ball to Patterson, who keeps it in and crosses it in. It's Dykes, and Dykes his head up over the bar on that occasion, but it was close. Just under 3 minutes gone, and we almost took the lead. So yeah, good start for us. Liechtenstein are currently losing to Georgia in our group, so there has been a goal. Georgia, as things stand, would be top of the table. Patterson whips a ball in, off the post, and Jack Henry's there. I think it's going to be Shea Adams with the assist. Jack Henry at the back post. At the front post, should I say, got the tap in. It was Shea Adams with the back post header that came crashing off the post, and then we had Jack Henry with a simple tap in. Not a lot for him to do. I mean, anybody in that position you would expect to score it, but here, every goal counts, and Jack Henry has got one. Croatia have also got one. They are leading Latvia. Well, they're leading Latvia by 2-0 now. Vlasic and Rebic with the goals as things standing. Croatia currently top of this group. And you never know, it might come down to who can score more goals between ourselves and Croatia. But I believe the top 2 teams do qualify, so I don't think we really need to worry about beating Croatia in the group. We just need to worry about beating all the other teams, and we should secure a place at the Euros. It's Melk Sekretin. I mean, pronouncing these names, I don't even think I'm going to bother. I'm not going to embarrass myself. I'm not going to twist my tongue. But Briasco there, almost equalising for Armenia just before half-time. Croatia, I mean, it's very late there. We already know they're 2-0 up, so these updates are very slow. Christie tries to get across into the box. He finally does. Dykes is at the back post, and Dykes' header is well over the bar. Poor for Dykes here. Really should have doubled our lead. We're winning at the break, but this match isn't over. Things are going well, but I know you're capable of even better. I think we'll keep going the way we're going. I'm not going to change anything just yet. Hopefully we can add a second goal sooner rather than later. I'm trying to see this game out. Adam spins around, plays into Ryan Christie. Christie for distance. Shot. It looked like the keeper may have got something on it, but apparently he didn't. They gave a goal kick, so it looks like Christie's shot was just over the bar. Georgia still leading Liechtenstein by the 1-0 as Croatia lead Latvia. Ryan Christie. No! Oh, decent shot. And it looks like that one's came off the top of the bar as well. So Christie coming close here, but not close enough as we still lead through that Jack Henry goal in the 16th minute. Croatia have now got a 3-0 lead over Latvia. Latvia proving not really to be any competition there. It's a big win. It's a big result for Croatia. Although Latvia do have one back, they pulled it back. It's 3-1 now in that game. We're going to make some substitutions here. John Suter, body language is unsure. Not too sure. I wouldn't understand why his body language is unsure. Maybe we will bring... Oh my god, look at that. Ryan Porteous is feeling aggressive. Did we really bring him on? I mean, Patterson's having a good game, although he is tired. So I think we will... I want to see what Calvin Ramsey can do, if I'm being honest. Yeah, we're going to give Calvin Ramsey a chance. I'm sorry, Patterson. But I'm sorry, O'Donnell, but I am going to give Calvin Ramsey a chance here in the last couple of minutes. Callum McGregor's on a yellow. Can Callum McGregor come off? I think he probably should. But the thing is, who do you play in that defensive midfield role? We don't really have anyone else but McGregor. We'll play Billy Gilmore in there for now. It's not his ideal position, but I think he can do a job. And that might do it. Andy Robertson's not having a great game. So I think we'll bring on Hickey. Aaron Hickey for Robertson. I believe the captain's armband will probably go to McGinn. And we'll see if we can see this out then with those 3 changes being made. We will have Hickey, Calvin Ramsey, and Billy Gilmore coming on. 7 minutes from time though. Can we get a second goal? Calvin Ramsey crosses it in, headed away. Gilmore will get to it. Gilmore to Henry. Henry playing so far advanced here. Dykes. Oh, dinks it almost into the back of the net. Hits the post. Ramsey to Christie. Calvin Ramsey, looks like he's made an impact. Well, I was about to put him over there. I was about to say he's made an impact. We should give the ball away, and this could be dangerous. But nah, Shea Adams tracking back with interception. Gilmore then. Oh, Gilmore, what was that? Subs have made have been shite ever since. Oh no! Speaking of shite, oh, he's just put it over the bar. That's so close though. That is so close. Could you imagine if Armenia equalised with 5 minutes to go? What a disaster that would have been. Liam Kelly then with the shot. We're going to tell the team to focus because let's not do anything that's going to fuck up this result, guys. Come on. That's brilliant. It's Shea Adams. He's through. He must finish this, and he hits it right at the goalkeeper. Shea Adams could have put the game to bed, but instead, he's kept the game alive for Armenia. The player, I tell them to focus, and they're all acting sad. I don't get that. Henry, header over the bar, came close to getting his second goal of the game, but it didn't happen. Croatia now 4-1 up. Looks like they are going to win that comfortable. Let's see here then. 30 seconds left. 30 seconds remaining. It's a 1-0 win if things stay the way they are. I mean, it's not as comfortable as I would have liked, but here, if we get the clean sheet, if we get the 3 points, that's all that matters. Armenia though, Gilmore, good header away. We're almost there. We've almost got to the end. Surely now we can just see this. Cross comes in. No! And it's over the bar by Briscoe. And that's the full-time whistle. We've done it. we've held on. It wasn't pretty though towards the end. Armenia did come into the game. They created more chances than I would have liked. But overall, I'm happy with that. Jack Hendry with an 8.1. I believe he got man of the match. It was a good performance for him. And yeah, no, I think there's definitely signs there, positive signs going forward. We didn't play as well as we can, but I am happy with the result. It was an overall game. Jack Hendry doesn't find, yeah, a great moment for Jack. Lyndon Dykes had a pretty, yeah. I just want to move on, actually. Lyndon Dykes, I mean, we gave him a chance today, he didn't take it. I mean, we won, but does Lyndon Dykes start against Croatia? Or does Shanklin come in? Honestly, I'm still thinking about it. As things stand right now, I am thinking about it. But Jack Hendry shines, and, you know, Hickey's pleased with the win. I mean, Scotland can build on the victory. Yeah, overall, it's been good. Van Bronckhorst was spotted at the stadium as well. He was there to watch his player, Nathan Patterson. Bit weird he would travel all the way to Armenia just to watch Nathan Patterson. Could he not watch them on the telly? Premier Sports, he'sgoal.com. I don't know, could he not done something rather than fucking travel over to Armenia just to watch one player play, 75 minutes? But, yeah, Barry Ferguson, obviously, he done his first press conference as assistant manager, and it seems like he was happy with Jack Hendry's performance. Ferguson said it was a good team performance overall, but he did stand out as one of the best players on the pitch, yes. That was him referring to Jack Hendry. So, I mean, good start for us, good win. We can move on, we can, you know, build on that now. You can see we are on 3 points alongside Georgia and Croatia. We play Croatia next. That game is at Hampden. I would probably settle for a draw, not be negative, but I mean, Croatia are talented. We have to accept that. On paper, they are better than us. They will be expected to win this group. They are the top seeds. I think if we can get a draw against Croatia, then, you know what, we have done pretty good. Georgia take on Armenia at home. You'd probably expect Georgia to win that one. So, Georgia could very well be sitting on 6 points after this, but it's the early days. I don't think we need to worry too much about how many points the other teams in this group are on. We need to worry about ourselves, and we've done what we could do in Armenia, picked up the 3 points. That was all that was asked of us, and that's what we've done. So as far as I'm concerned, job done in Armenia, and we will move on and try and get the job done at Hampden when we take on Croatia. But anyway, guys, that is going to do it for this episode 10 there. I did promise a lot of changes. I did promise that we were going to try and go in a different direction, and I think we have done that. McTominay officially at the team. I don't think we'll ever see Stuart Armstrong back in there. I got rid of John Carver, who shouldn't have been assistant manager in my opinion anyway. I've tried to bring in new blood to the Scottish setup. We've brought in Craig Gordon as a goalkeeping coach. Barry Ferguson is the new assistant manager. I think the centre-backs going forward, I do plan to go with McKenna, Suter and Hendry. Gone are the days of fucking Grant Hanley, and I don't think Liam Cooper's going to get back in there either. So yeah, no, I'm looking forward to the Scotland team and this Scotland save going forward. Hopefully we get the job done when we take on Croatia next time out. And if you've enjoyed this episode, guys, leave a like, leave a comment. I will see you in the next one. If you haven't subscribed, then make sure you're hitting that button. And that's it, guys. Next time we take on Croatia, hopefully we can pick up another 3 points and get another impressive victory. But until then, peace.